Okay, so let's unpack this one. Today we're doing a deep dive into Emilie Richards' novel, Iron Lace.
A really powerful book.
Definitely. And yeah, it gets a lot of praise for, the tangled race relations, the a complex history of Louisiana. But we're not just here to recap the plot, are we?
No, not at all. Our mission,
Yeah.
really, is to pull out the key insights, the bigger picture.
Yeah.
We're treating this narrative almost like a source document,
Right. Yeah.
to understand how a really rich, sweeping story can reveal layers of history, personal secrets, and, the enduring impact of the past,
Mhm.
how things echo.
Absolutely. And that's where, for me, it gets really interesting. Because the novel, it isn't just a story, is it? It works like a lens. Yeah, onto these big historical moments, deep personal struggles, all within that very specific New Orleans culture.
It's quite a journey.
It is. So let's begin where the story kind of pulls us in, with Phillip Benedict. Phillip Benedict, he's our entry point, a journalist, and apparently he has this knack.
Yeah, for getting people to talk, like really talk, things they wouldn't tell anyone else.
So he gets this assignment, write a biography, but it feels different right from the start.
Oh, definitely. And a lot of that comes down to the subject herself. Aurore Gerritsen, she's this old, very wealthy woman, lives in a mansion on Britannia Street.
You can almost picture it, can't you? That
Yeah.
neighborhood, Italianate houses, Greek revival.
And those massive live oaks draped in moss, older than the Civil War.
It's incredible. But Aurore's request, the biography, it's unusual.
Very. The terms are odd. No royalties, just a flat fee.
And she tells Phillip, I'm an old woman who wants this very badly. But then...
And the bombshell. I've spent a good portion of my life living a lie.
Right. So instantly you're thinking, okay, what lie? What secrets could this prominent woman possibly have?
And why now? Why reveal them?
Exactly. And her choice of Phillip, that's crucial too, isn't it?
It really is. Her family, the Frelou, they founded Gulf Coast Shipping. She basically built it into this huge $1 million enterprise. But the family itself, wow, full of contradictions. One son, Ferris, a staunch segregationist senator.
And the other, Hugh, an activist Catholic priest who was murdered for his beliefs.
Talk about family divisions. So for Aurora to pick Phillip,
A man of color.
a man of color, exactly, to tell her story, it raises questions. Even Phillip is skeptical.
Yeah, the text says he didn't believe a single thing she had told him, despite her warm and guileless look.
So why him? Maybe she senses he can navigate the complexities, or maybe it's something else entirely.
It sets up this immediate tension. What does she really want told? And it makes you think, doesn't it? About family histories, all the conflicts and secrets, and how they get passed down.
Absolutely, how they shape the next generation, even without them knowing the full story. So to really get the weight of Aurora's past, we actually have to travel back
Way back.
to 1893. 1893, a pivotal year. There's Aurora's grandfather, Antoine Frelou, who started Gulf Coast Steamship. But the real focus here is his son-in-law, Lucien le Danois,
Okay.
and Lucien's relationship with his mistress, Marcelite Cantrelle.
Ah, right. Marcelite. She lives out in Cheniere Caminada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A very different world from Britannia Street. Her house is described as made of driftwood and thatched with palmetto. She's described as a mixture of diverse nationalities, represents a whole other side of Louisiana.
And the book really plays up that contrast, Lucien visiting her there versus the punishing summers and social constraints of New Orleans.
It's a stark contrast.
Yeah.
And it all comes to a head. Antoine, the patriarch, finds out. Or, well, he confronts Lucien.
What happens?
He threatens to disinherit him, cut him off completely unless he abandons Marcelite and, well, he calls Angèle, their daughter, a bastard.
Harsh, but probably typical for the time and place.
Very. And Marcelite, she doesn't just roll over. She demands money, passage to New Orleans for her and her children. Raphael, her son, and Angèle.
So she's trying to secure their future, in a way.
Desperately. But then, nature intervenes. Dramatically.
The 1893 hurricane.
The big one. There's this fascinating character, Juan Rodriguez, an old man, maybe with pirate connections.
Right, he warns young Raphael, says a storm is coming.
But Lucien dismisses it.
Yeah.
Thinks it's too late in the year for a big storm. Hubris, maybe, or denial.
And the consequences are just horrific.
Unimaginable. Lucien tries to save Marcelite and the children, gets them in a skiff, tries to tow them towards safety, but the storm is too strong. The source says he's forced to release the rope or die.
Oh my God.
Marcelite and Angèle are swept away, lost. Nearly 1,000 people died on the Cheniere that day.
Just wiped out.
Almost. But Raphael, somehow he survives, clings to debris for days before he's found.
Incredible survival. but the trauma.
Exactly. And this isn't just a plot point. It's the moment everything breaks open. Secrets, vulnerabilities.
And it echoes through Aurore's own life, too, doesn't it? She has memories of the storm.
She does. Vague memories of being rescued by her nursemaid Kibu's uncle, her mother blaming herself for Antoine's death in the storm, and her own father, Lucien. He was nearly killed, too, haunted forever by the sound of a tolling bell.
Wow. It really drives home how these massive events just sear themselves into family histories, leave scars for generations.
Absolutely. The hurricane fundamentally alters everything, especially for Raphael. After the storm, he's taken in by the Terbonne family, and they rename him
Étienne Lafont.
Étienne Lafont. It's to hide his identity, protect him
from whom?
Possibly from Marcelite's family, or brother Auguste Cantrelle. There's a suspicion, maybe more than a suspicion, that Auguste might have murdered Raphael's biological father earlier.
So danger from his mother's side, too? Complex.
Very. And this new identity, this trauma, it shapes him.
Into someone driven by revenge.
The text says hatred becomes the sole purpose of his existence, which is chilling. But he's not just consumed by it. He becomes skilled, a fighter, a businessman, resourceful.
And he goes back to the cheniere, doesn't he? For the treasure.
He does. Finds Juan Rodriguez's buried pirate treasure. Gold doubloons, jewels.
So he gets the means for his revenge.
Precisely. And his target is clear. Lucien le Danois and Gulf Coast Shipping. His plan is, well, it's a long game. He infiltrates the company. Works for Lucien himself.
Wow. Right under his nose.
Exactly. Gaining his trust and favor, playing a role, positioning himself. It's incredibly calculated.
But then he meets Aurore.
Ah, yes. Aurore. They meet at Taibu's wedding. She's described as this rare combination of pure Creole bloodlines and substantial wealth.
And she's drawn to him, to Étienne.
She is. To his charm and strength, there's a connection. It deepens.
Even while he's plotting against her father, that's fascinatingly complicated.
It really is. How much is manipulation? How much becomes real? It's blurry.
And Lucien, meanwhile, is pouring everything into this new steamship.
The SS Danish Dowager, his magnum opus. A luxury liner, a living memorial, hugely expensive.
A symbol of his legacy.
And the perfect target for Etienne's revenge.
Okay, so the stage is set for this collision course.
Absolutely. And the climax of Etienne's plan is brutal.
He ruins Lucien financially.
Through forged insurance documents related to the Dowager. Yes, complete financial ruin. Then he confronts him, reveals his true identity. Raphael Cantrelle, the boy Lucien left behind in the storm.
The ultimate betrayal revealed. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this is that generational reckoning, isn't it?
It is. The past crashing into the present. And this shock is too much for Lucien. He has a heart attack.
Dies in Aurore's arms.
Yes. But just before he dies, he manages to tell her about Etienne's treachery, his real identity, and his role in sabotaging the Dowager. Its explosion.
So Aurore learns everything in the worst possible way.
In the most traumatic way imaginable. And right after this...
She gives birth.
She gives birth to Clarissa in a convent infirmary, secretly.
Clarissa, who becomes Nikki Valentine later on.
That's right. And Aurore makes this absolutely heart-wrenching decision.
To give her away.
To give her away. She feels she has no choice. The shame, the mixed blood, Rafe's child, the fear.
Rafe's threats, too, the text mentions.
Yes. She's terrified the child will be lost to her forever anyway, in a society that wouldn't accept her. A world that wished it had never been born.
God, that's brutal. It really shows the impossible pressures on women, especially concerning race and legitimacy back then.
Even women of her standing. It's a devastating choice, driven by trauma and societal constraints, and what follows for Aurore. A different kind of prison, almost.
The marriage to Henry Gerritsen.
Exactly. A powerful man, cruel, a business rival. It's described as purely transactional.
For respectability. And sons.
It highlights the limited options, the expectations. Her life becomes about maintaining appearances.
But she doesn't completely forget her daughter, does she? Nicolette or Nikki?
No, she can't. She pays a housekeeper, Letty Sue, just for updates, little snippets of news. The source says Nicolette is constantly on her mind. That connection, that pain, never really leaves her.
Such a burden of unspoken truths.
Which brings us back full circle almost to Phillip Benedict. Because interviewing Aurore, hearing this fragmented, painful story, it forces him to look at his own life.
He feels rootless.
Yeah, like an exotic orchid.
Ah.
Grown without soil. It's a powerful image. And his relationship with Belinda is pushing him, too. She wants to connect with her African past.
And that makes him question his own history, his own identity.
Definitely. He needs answers.
So he talks to his mother, Nikki Valentine.
The singer. Clarissa, the daughter Aurore gave away, who apparently could wring from each note the regrets of a lifetime.
Quite a description. What does she tell him?
Reluctantly, she reveals the truth about his grandfather, that it was Rafe Cantrelle, Étienne Lafont.
And how he died.
In the Chicago race riots. Shot. His house set on fire. A violent end.
Another layer of tragedy, but it gives Phillip a piece of his puzzle.
It does, and other things start impacting him too. The culture of New Orleans.
Like a Mardi Gras Indians.
Yes. He witnesses their parade. The brilliant burst of scarlet and turquoise, the primal emotional celebration. It connects him to something powerful, something deeply rooted in the African-American community there.
Along with Belinda's work teaching African history, it all starts to reshape his perspective.
It does. And Belinda herself, she's quite a character.
Independent.
And practical. And she challenges Phillip. Calls him out for being detached.
She leaves him at one point, right? While pregnant.
She does. Because he just stands off by yourself and you watch. She needs him to be fully present, fully engaged.
So does he step up?
He makes a huge gesture, very symbolic one. He buys this rundown house in Belinda's old neighborhood, fixes it up himself.
Even cleans the iron lace railings.
Right. Transforms it into a masterpiece of hope restored.
That's beautiful.
And then he asks her to come home, shows her the nursery, painted soft buttercup yellow, tells her, this is my house.
So he's claiming his roots, building a future.
Exactly. It's his commitment, not just to her and the baby, but to himself, to his history, to building something solid.
It shows how confronting the past, even the painful parts, can actually empower you, right?
Absolutely. It's about integration, not denial.
So back to Aurore. She's frail now, and Phillip brings her a message.
A final piece of closure, perhaps. He tells her what Nikki presumably told him. Rafe was thinking of you when he died.
Wow. After everything.
It suggests something remained, some connection. And then we get the last crucial pieces of the puzzle. Things Aurore herself learns late in life.
From letters.
Letters from Father Grimaud, who was Lucien's confessor. Found after Aurore's attorney located Rafe in Chicago because she had actually decided to go join him.
She decided to join Rafe. That's unexpected.
It is. It shows the complexity of their bond. How these letters, they contain Lucien's account of the hurricane, his torment, how he struggled toward the presbytery, towing a small skiff occupied by a pregnant woman and 2 small children.
Marcelite, Raphael, and Angel.
Yes, and how he was forced to release the rope or die, his own desperate choice for survival.
Confirming the absolute horror of that moment for him, too.
And this knowledge leads Aurore to confront Rafe one last time at Grand Isle.
And he finally tells her the full truth.
He confirms it all, that Marcelite was Lucien's mistress, that Angel was Lucien's daughter.
Making Angel Aurore's half-sister.
And Rafe's full sister, which leads Rafe to cry out, I was an abomination.
Revealing the deep, deep well of pain and shame that fueled his entire life's revenge. Generations of secrets exploding.
It's an incredibly raw moment. And their reunion there is described as complex, desperate, passionate even.
A physical reunion.
Yes, but the trust, maybe not fully there. It's weighted down by everything. Decades of history, tragedy, secrets.
So much pain intertwined with something else.
Yeah.
Love. Obsession.
It's hard to label, isn't it? It's just profoundly human in all its messiness.
And the story ends, or nearly ends, with Aurore's last attempt to connect with Nikki.
Yes. A secret meeting. Bittersweet. Aurore gives Nikki a locket, something she'd worn close to her heart.
A final, small gesture.
A token of a connection that could never be fully acknowledged, but never fully broken either.
It really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Can love and forgiveness truly bridge those generational gaps, those deep wounds? Or is the past sometimes too heavy?
That's the lingering question. And Phillip's journey, in a way, offers a counterpoint. He digs into his past, confronts the painful truths.
And uses it to build something new.
Exactly. He finds a path to break the cycle, maybe, to find that second chance for love, for family, for identity. He restores the house, restores himself.
So this deep dive into iron lace, it really lays bare that intricate web, doesn't it? Personal choices, historical forces.
And all tangled together. How love, hate, secrets, the search for who you are. It all connects across generations. And it raises that important question for all of us, I think. How much are you shaped by a past you might not even fully know?
Yeah. And given those complex truths, those often heartbreaking histories, what are you doing to write your own chapter? How much of your destiny is truly your own, and how much is an echo? Something to think about.